my dear students. From today we are starting with a new chapter, that is chapter number 13, where we will be learning about the various magnetic effects caused by electric current, because the name itself is magnetic effects of electric current. I know this chapter is quite confusing, but don't worry, I'm always there for you people to make it very simple. Fine. Now before we start the chapter, the things which we are going to learn in this chapter, the entire chapter is divided into two parts. In the first part, we will be learning about the magnetic effect of electric current, which is, in short, I have written here MIC. Okay, in MIC, what we are going to learn, whatever effects in chapter 12 also we have learnt about the various effects when we pass the electricity, or I can say electric current. जब भी पास होता है तो कुछ ना कुछ changes आते हैं, isn't it? So along with the change, or I can say along with the flow of electric current, here the magnetic field is going to be generated. So here in this part we will be learning here one activity here, or I can say the observation which was done, which led to the discovery of this entire part, that one person named Hans Christian Ørsted, this person or this scientist, he observed that when the electric current is passed through this circuit, which is made up of copper wire, that is any conductor, whichever is preferable, right? So what happens if the compass is brought near to this particular circuit, the deflection in the needle was observed. Now previously this needle was this red color needle that was in the beginning when the electric current was not passing through this circuit. But after the passage of the electric current from positive to negative, this deflection, which you can see, this black color needle, right, black color arrow, that shows the deflection in this compass. Means something has happened which has led to the deflection of this needle here, isn't it? Now related to the same theory, we will be learning about right hand thumb rule and Fleming's left hand rule, and the electric motor which works on the similar principle. We will be learning about that also in detail. Okay. In the other part, where we will be learning about electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction, it is exactly opposite to this. यहाँ पे पहले current pass हुआ, then magnetic effect हुई. That is why the deflection was noticed in this compass, isn't it? अभी यहाँ पे क्या होता है? Now here a kind of simple circuit I have shown you. No battery is connected here. No battery is connected here. But when this bar magnet, when it was brought closer to this circuit, this particular light source was seen to get, some kind of observation was noticed, or I can say this bulb glow when this bar magnet was brought closer to this circuit. अभी ये bar magnet को थोड़ा दूर किया, so this bulb stopped glowing. Again इसको नजदीक लाए, again glow, again दूर किया, again stop, isn't it? So here when this bar magnet brought closer to this circuit, it was assumed that some kind of magnetic field was produced in this particular area, and that has led to the induction of current in this circuit. That is why it is known as electromagnetic induction. Am I clear? And this was first observed by Michael Faraday. If you will see the documentary on Michael Faraday, he had been the most important person in the discovery of many electrical gadgets, including mobile, camera, computer, even the colorful photography which we have this in today's world. All these discoveries are only because of this person only. So whenever you get time, I request everyone to have a look at the his video. That is a documentary which is telecasted by BBC on YouTube. Okay, right? Now in this, or on the same principle, we will be learning about Fleming's right hand rule, and on this principle this generator works. Luckily this year this theory is not there in the syllabus. Fine. So hope this is clear. Entire lesson हमें क्या पढ़ना है? Magnetic effect of electric current and electromagnetic induction. Okay. Now we will be learning about magnet, its effects and magnetic field and its lines. So let us continue our chapter to 13.1 magnetic field and field lines. You can keep your textbook open also. Fine. Now here in this book or on this page, activity 13.2 is given, where what you have to do, you have to take a sheet of paper. In the center you have to stuck, or you have to attach, or you have to stick a bar magnet. Fine. And you have to sprinkle some of the iron fillings with the help of a salt sprinkle. Fine. On tapping this particular bar magnet, you will be able to understand that this iron fillings, they have arranged in some of the particular ways. This way. We know that near the poles, this is the North Pole and this is the South Pole, right? About which we have already done in the previous standards also, isn't it? Right? So near the poles, because the magnetism or the magnetic power is quite more, so the arrangement of these iron fillings will be more near to this pole side, both the poles, isn't it? Now when the distance is increased, यहाँ से जब distance ज़्यादा हो जाता है, so here you will be able to find only few iron fillings will be arranged this way, isn't it? This way. Are you able to understand? Right? So what does it mean? This means that this particular lines, where you can see the dense network, or I can say density, where the intensity, where the quantity of iron fillings is more, that there in that particular region the magnetic power is more, and that is called as the magnetic field. Right? So the region surrounding the magnet in which the force of magnet, this force of magnet is detected, is said to have the magnetic field, and these lines along which the iron fillings align themselves in the particular design, right? And they are representing the magnetic field lines. Am I clear? And this is about activity 13.2, right? Now before we proceed to 13.3, we know that magnetic compass, आपने compass देखा होगा, right? I'll just try to draw it in a rough. Right? This is compass, and compass where it is also having a small needle, right? And this small needle is nothing but it acts as a small magnet. It is a small magnet. Means if it is made up of a small magnet, of course it must be also having the poles like this bar magnet is having, isn't it? So if we want to describe the direction of these particular magnetic field lines, what do we need to use? We need to use this magnetic field compass, or the compass is used to find the direction of these magnetic field lines. Am I clear with this? So how come we can find the direction? So we know that the property of a magnet, that when the like poles come closer to each other, if suppose this is North Pole and this is South Pole, and other magnet also South Pole and North Pole, here it is also South, here it is also South, so they are like poles, so they like poles, they always repel each other, isn't it? That is the rule, magnetic rule, isn't it? You have already learnt. Now if suppose the South Pole of this magnet is brought near to the North Pole of the other magnet, so this is South Pole and this is North Pole, so they both are the different poles, opposite poles, so the opposite poles will always attract each other, isn't it? So here in case of compass also, when it is brought closer to this bar magnet, the needle will show the deflection. Why? Because the bar magnet also has two poles, and this needle, it is also acting as a small magnet, and it also has two poles, isn't it? So the end point, which points towards the north, it is also known as north seeking pole, and the other end that points towards the south is also known as south seeking pole. यानी कि ये जो है, if suppose this, if I will bring it closer to this, what I am going to do? This is the north pole and this is the south pole. Now I am going to bring the compass closer to this. So here what will happen? This north pole, if suppose this is the needle, right? So this north pole, it will go upward, and this is acting as the south pole which gets attracted towards the north pole, isn't it? Now here once again I have kept this compass here again. So again deflection कहाँ पे होगा? ये south pole यहाँ पे आने की try करेगा, north pole away होगा. This way ongoing and ongoing and ongoing, if we will see, right, this north pole is trying to get towards the south pole because the opposite poles attract each other, isn't it? So this way we can find the lines or the direction of the magnetic field lines, and it says that the magnetic field lines outside the bar magnet always travels from नॉर्थ पोल टू साउथ पोल. यानी कि जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइन यहाँ पे बनी है वो कहाँ से ऑलवेज स्टार्ट होगी? नॉर्थ पोल से. यानी इट विल बी लाइक दिस, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द नॉर्थ पोल इट विल बी टिल साउथ, like this, isn't it? Similarly here also, from now north pole to south pole, north pole to south pole, north pole to south pole. This is outside the bar magnet. Now what happens inside the bar magnet? So inside पे क्या होगा? The bar lines, or sorry, the magnetic field lines, they will travel from south pole to north pole. A kind of circle is formed, isn't it? A complete circle, north से south, south to north, north से south, south to north. Again here also north to south, south to north, north to south, south to north. So this is one of the most important part, that outside the bar magnet, the direction of magnetic field line will always starting from north pole to south pole, and for inside the bar magnet it will always be starting from south pole to north pole. Am I clear? You can note it down in your book on page number 225 also. Fine. Here also you can see it very clearly. This is the south pole and this is the north pole. This is north and this is south. So starting from north it is going to south, north to south, north to south, north to south, isn't it? So यहाँ पे भी जो बाहर की होगी, so that will also go this way only, isn't it? This is also going this way only, starting from north pole till south pole. Are you getting my point? Right? Are you getting my point? So this way, this is also quite important. You can make it a star over there, and this you can note it down here also. Is this clear? And the magnetic field which is this magnetic field, it is a vector quantity. Why? Because it has the magnitude also and it shows the direction also, isn't it? So it is a vector quantity. Fine. And what else is to be done here? Yeah, one more thing is left here, the property of the magnetic field lines. If we will see, or if we will draw the magnetic field lines outside the bar magnet, क्या होगा? It will start from north pole and it will go to south pole. Again north to south. Do not forget to draw the arrows, right? Now if you see this diagram anywhere, if you will see, you will be observing that these magnetic field lines, they are always, they are always found in the curved lines only. आपको कभी भी वो straight line में नहीं दिखेगी. Are you getting my point? So that is the first property, that this magnetic field lines, they are always curved. Second thing, they never intersect. They never intersect each other. These magnetic field lines, they never intersect each other. If they will intersect each other, then how it is possible for the the magnetic compass to show the direction, right? Here यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया, here we have showed the magnetic field line, the direction of magnetic field line here, right? Kaise? By using this compass. Now if suppose the magnetic field lines, they are intersecting each other, intersecting yani those who cross each other at 90-degree angle, isn't it? So if these lines are intersecting each other, how it is possible for this compass to show the correct direction which we have concluded here, isn't it? So the magnetic field lines, they never intersect each other. So that is the other property, right? The third property which we have spoken about, the direction, that they always arise from North Pole and they merge at the South Pole, and that happens outside the bar magnet, right? So these are the three properties of magnetic field lines, isn't it? So you can go through the content once again, whatever is taught, and if you have any doubt, you can write your question in the comment box and I will try to reply you as soon as possible. So this is all for today. Thank you. Have a good day.